Yo, how's it going, everybody? Sugar Punch here, dropping in another video. So we are on day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I guess, yeah, day 5 now of alternating between sugar fasting and the sugar diet. And I've got great news. As you can see from the thumbnail, we are now down to a new PBR, so personal best weight loss record on a sugar diet lifestyle. So we're back down to 222 pounds, but I think it's like 225 or 226, whatever's going to be on the thumbnail there. And that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I am super happy, ecstatic, super thrilled to see that 5 days in, it's clear to me that alternating between sugar fasting and sugar diet will yield results. You will lose weight. Just to give you a reference point, when I started on, I don't really count Sunday as the starting day, because I actually didn't start on Sunday. Let me take that back, guys. So we started on Monday. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Obviously, Thursday's not over here. But we started on Monday. Now, just to kind of go back in time and provide some context, on Saturday, I had some barbecue with some friends. Obviously, that barbecue was not low in fat, and so that was a no bueno, no good. But hey, it happens. That's life. And then Sunday, I went and ate out with my family for my brother's birthday. And I had my favorite meal, or at least one of my top 3 favorite meals at that time. And that was a cheeseburger with bacon on it. And we had fries, and we had a beer, right? And so after all that damage was done on Saturday and Sunday, when I weighed myself on Monday, I'd gone from being 222 to 225 point something. I don't really remember what. But was I defeated on Monday morning? No, I wasn't defeated, because I knew I had the sugar fasting to go right back into it to get it off. My only worry was really, truthfully, doing the sugar diet. Would that maybe kind of mess things up of getting the 225 off and getting back down to 222? And I mean, I can confirm today that that's not the case. I can confirm that, which is awesome. Now, granted, we're not done. We're only, halfway through. So, like, I've got to take it all the way through Sunday night, obviously, right? And so that means tonight I'll have some starch. What am I going to have? Probably another baked potato with some ketchup, just because I don't want the baked potato. I've got 2 left, and I don't want them to go bad. For some reason, I feel like my potatoes have like a week shelf life, and then all of a sudden, I can like break it apart with my hand, and then it starts to grow the little root things out the side of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably tackle that tonight. If anybody knows how to store potatoes, though, and make them last much longer, please drop it in the comments below, because I genuinely have no clue. I have no idea. And when I do go to the store and I buy them, I buy like 3 or 4 at a time. And I like to buy like the bigger ones that are like yay, and like maybe, that big around or so. But anyway, I digress. But I can tell you all, the energy has been fantastic this week. Obviously, what have I been doing meal-wise? The same crap I always do when it comes to sugar. So just for example, like last night, what did I have for my dinner? I had what I would call a very berry smoothie. It's just a big bag from Walmart that I got that has raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and I think strawberries in it. And so I just threw that baby into a blender. I added a tablespoon of sugar in there to sweeten it up more. And then I also put in some strawberry Fanta in there because I don't believe it had caffeine. So I've completely cut all caffeine. I know some people were telling me that Mountain Dew has caffeine, so we've kicked the can on that. Mountain Dew, I haven't had any of that in over 2 weeks, I think. So that's been gone. So we were utilizing Fanta for that, and it tasted fantastic. Tasted absolutely great. And then I had myself 1 serving of sherbet, like the little personal little ice cream things you can get at Walmart if you're having like a child's party or something that you hand out and pass to them. I had that. And then I think I sipped on an A&W root beer, which, by the way, poll question: what is the best root beer on the planet? There's only one answer. Everything else you say is absolutely irrelevant if you don't say A&W. A&W is the one, the true, the only root beer out there, people. If you're a mug person, I just can't be friends with you. I just can't. I'm sorry. And whatever the hell that other brand is, I got no idea what that is. I can't even tell you the name. Bart's, maybe? Bart's or something. But A&W's the king, the one, the only. But yeah, I had some root beer. I'm about to go hit a walk and bust that out and get in at least 10,000 steps. Got me a little bit of Sprite. Busy. I try to look for some of the Sprites that have like the different flavor that Latchkey always has. Can't find them. My stores never have them. All I have is plain Jane Sprite, but that's okay. Still tasty, still good. But yeah, that was my dinner. That was my dinner. What did I have today when I woke up? Same crap I always have. I filled this up with lemonade, my lemonade concoction. I made that. I sucked that down, and then I had a glass of orange juice along with it. And then after about 2 hours of waking up, of being awake, I had myself some gummies and then some fruit, some blueberries. One of the things I have been doing over the last like 2 days, and maybe it's making a difference, maybe it's not, I don't know. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm only enjoying like liquid for the first 2 hours. And I typically don't eat anything physical until like 10 o'clock or so. But I'm just tweaking. That could make a difference. It could not make a difference at all. I honestly can't tell you guys personally. But it was just something I had started doing. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I mean, so our total weight loss that we've done to this point this week has been 3 pounds, right? I know that seems comparative to what I was doing last month, where I lost on an average of basically 5.5 pounds, or a little over 5 pounds per week. When it all averaged out, doesn't seem too great. But then I guess if I put it into context for my brain here, let's just say if I do lose a pound tomorrow and then I lose a pound Friday, so waking up Saturday, well, then I'll be 5 pounds down this week. So my average will be rocking and rolling right there. So yeah, if that happens, Saturday I'll be at 220. Now the goal for this month, as I said to you all, was to drop 15 pounds, right? And I don't want to drop 15 pounds from 225. I'm counting the 15 pounds from being 222, right? Because I really, by the time I get to July, specifically for the July, I want to be below 210, without a shadow of a doubt. I want to be below 210. That would be awesome. That would be super fantastic. I know I can do it. One of the great things is this shirt that I'm wearing right here. This is a different shirt. It's got like an American flag thing going on the back. Haven't been able to wear this shirt in months. And I've got it on now, which is awesome. Fantastic. I know I can lose a little bit more weight to make it look a little bit better, but I can put it on and it's not tight. So that's awesome. That's another fantastic thing that we got going on here. But yeah, have any of y'all been trying the sugar fasting, alternating between sugar fasting and sugar dieting? Doing it one day and then shifting the next day, right? If you have, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you've been doing and what's been working for you. Like, I kind of hate, well, not hate, but it just sucks that I started the week off with 3 extra pounds being all, like 3 extra pounds to lose than when I was at the 222, right? But can't change that. Is what it is. But at least we're back down to 222, and technically 3 full days, because I weighed myself when I woke up this morning. I was at 222 point something. So I don't know. We're gonna ride this out for the rest of the week till Sunday, right? I am not gonna have a binge or a cheat meal on Sunday. We're not gonna do it. I told you all I was gonna stick to this experiment, and I'm gonna ride this experiment out all the way through Sunday. And then on Monday, I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of depending on how I'm feeling. If I thought this went well and the weight loss is great, then we might just reload and do it again. Or maybe we might decide that we want to just do like 2.5 days worth of a sugar fast and then go into a sugar diet day. I'm not sure. I don't know. You know, we're still playing around with this, because just remember, you know, like the goal, at least for me, the goal for me, right? And so y'all always have to remember, when I'm talking and I'm speaking about this, I'm always operating under a lens of what's best for me, right? What I'm enjoying and how I want to do it. And all I can ever do is say, you know, you can listen to what I say and you can try to implement it, or you can try to take, you know, 50% of it, 60% of it, whatever, and then morph it with your own thing. That's totally up to you. But just remember, I'm always doing what's working best for me. And I can tell you, like, it's been great in my mind knowing, oh man, you know, every other day I'm going to get to enjoy something a little heartier at night. So like tonight, it's a baked potato, but man, I'm excited. I am absolutely excited for that baked potato. Like, I'm excited for it. Like, I would be excited for a, you know, a New York style cheese pizza. That's how excited I am for it. But am I like, oh my goodness, I gotta have it? No. If I wanted to, I could just sugar fast straight through the day. I'm cool and I'm fine with that. That works for me. That goes well too. So who knows? We'll see how this kind of evolves over time. Phone is getting way too hot. Of course, sugar power is always too much for my phone. But we're just playing around with this thing, right? We're just trying to figure out what works best for weight loss and for health, right? Just like mental health. Because I know that Cole, you know, he obviously wants people to sugar fast themselves for an extended period of time, you know, 25 days, 40 days. And there are people out there who are going to be able to do that. There's no doubt in my mind. But then there's going to be other people who try to do that, and what they're going to end up doing, it's no different than when when you were talking about fasting. There's going to be some people who try to do it, and maybe they last for 3 days, 4 days, but then they're going to break, and they might go way too ham on a refeed meal, right? Everybody's different. Everybody's different, right? You just got to figure out like the one that works best for you. And maybe this sugar fasting and sugar dieting, alternating days, can be something that works well for some people out there who are just looking for a different option, who like the sugar diet, want to do it, but maybe think, oh, you know, I would like to do something where one day I am sugar fasting, and then the next day I'm on the sugar diet. So we're still monitoring the results. Maybe this becomes a new way to do it. I mean, right now, if I had to give you an honest opinion, I'd say yes, it's working. It's working. You know, we're down 3 pounds, 3 pounds from it since really Monday. But I will tell you all to keep in mind too. I do go for exercise every day. Now, I'm not like hardcore or anything of that nature, but I do go for a nice walk and I get in at least 10,000 steps per day, right? So that's just something I like to do personally. If you're someone who doesn't exercise at all, then maybe this isn't the right way to go for you. I don't know, but that's why you got to experiment. Seriously. That's why you can't be afraid to like experiment around with this. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. Like, for example, you know, Mark Smellybell, he hits the weights pretty hard very frequently. And so in my opinion, that warrants him refeeding more often and having, you know, lean protein and starch more often than it would be for someone who's just completely sedentary, right? So that's a big thing too, like just being honest about your lifestyle and how you are. That's a big thing as well. But anyway, this is day 4, right? Yeah, day 4 technically, I would say. We'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it going. I'm excited to see what happens at the end of Sunday. So basically Monday morning, to be able to give the full results and the full detail and break it down and see how we did. But yeah, hope you all are having a great day. We'll catch you tomorrow in a vid. I know this one ran a little bit long, but till next time, get that sugar punch up in you, and all the best.